Ji, Dandavad Prema. Thank you for the very practical and beautiful class. Probably my question, how do, from our side, what do we do getting into Krishna Prabhupada's movement to be the instrument for bringing Krishna consciousness? From our side, what qualities do we need to be a real part of the project? Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Well, thank you, Mataji, for that question. Sadhana, seva, prachar. These are the three things that we need to perform in order to be good instruments of Srila Prabhupada. Even Lord Chaitanya said, he emphasized these three principles: Namaruchi, Vaishnav Seva, Jivadaya. This is the essence of Krishna consciousness. Namaruchi meaning develop taste for chanting the holy names, do our sadhana properly. Once we do that, then we will be able to serve the devotees without offenses. So Vaishnava Seva is important, and not just serve devotees, but also serve non-devotees. How do we serve non-devotees? By Jivadaya, by preaching. So all these three have to be performed simultaneously, and they are dependent on each other. If our sadhana is not nice, then our Vaishnav Seva will be affected. We'll start committing offenses against the Vaishnavas because our consciousness is not clean. We did not purify our consciousness. If we don't chant our rounds properly, if we don't pray to Krishna, if we don't read Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, then devotional service will become like a burden. If we don't read Srimad Bhagavatam, if we don't hear attentively, if we don't chant, then it will become, oh, now I have to go for deity worship. Okay, let me just do it and as a chore and come back. And then when we are serving devotees and we are serving prasadam to devotees, we start looking at all the faults. Oh, this devotee, wow, this devotee eats a lot. Oh, and then look at this devotee, he has so many faults in him, and all of these things will start coming. So sadhana is important, Vaishnav Seva is important, and prachar. If we do not preach, actively seek out preaching opportunities, then our temples will just become grounds of politics and backbiting, because we don't have any higher purpose. We are just coming together to have a good time. That's not Krishna consciousness. That could be a part of Krishna consciousness, but if we are not preaching and having that higher principle in our mind, then it is very difficult to even maintain our sadhana. If we don't preach, because when we preach, we see new people getting interested in Krishna consciousness. That affects our faith in a completely different way. So it's needed, that experience is needed for us to remind us of our early days when we came to Krishna consciousness, how sincerely we were practicing. And as we go forward, there are so many distractions which come, but these experiences bring us back into the proper path. So preaching is important so we can perform our sadhana nicely. Sadhana is important so we can perform Vaishnav Seva and preaching nicely. Vaishnav Seva is important so we can remain humble and perform our sadhana and preaching nicely. So all sadhana, seva, prachar, namruchi, Vaishnav Seva, Jivadaya, if we can actively perform these things, then Krishna will use us as able instruments, especially if we perform it in the mood of humility, of giving all respects to others, expecting none in return, give all credits to others. We don't do this to get any credit, but we do this, and any result which comes out, we give it to other devotees. Then that will make us able instruments in the movement of Lord Chaitanya and Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you, Prabhupada. I have another extending question.